Hey, this will be a video chart on ticker symbol FITX. We will take a look at the daily time frame. Before I get started, I would like to note to please check my disclaimer. Before we even get to the chart, what I want to do real quick is just point out that the company put out some news today. This is Yahoo Finance. You can go to Google Finance, Market Watch, whatever site you want, and look this up. So I'm not going to go over it in detail, but there was a release out this morning pre-market, and that way I want you to keep that in the kind of back of your mind as we look at the chart, because as we'll see, the market really seemed to have found this press release attractive. So again, this is Yahoo Finance, but you can go to any news site and pick up this press release. So I'd encourage you to check it out. So here we are looking at the chart now, and hopefully the first thing that you see is that the chart has started to put in higher lows. And this may sound like it doesn't make too much sense, but my favorite part of the chart revolves around this action right here. Now, before you ask why, let me explain. So this purple line here is a 50-day simple moving average, a very important level of resistance, and just an important moving average within the world of technical analysis and charting. And perfect example right here, you can see price try to pop up, and bam, right there, acting as a resistance, knock the price back down. But more recently, you can see here on this nice green candle here, price was able to get above it. Now, just because a day or two can get above a key level such as a 50-day simple moving average, it's more about can it maintain it. Stocks go pop all the time and then they head right back down, but maintaining is what really kind of shows true signs of strength. And as you can see, after breaking above it, you want this to turn into support, and sure enough, look at that, 3 days in a row, price went down there, tested it, and each time held, and now we're seeing it go to new highs again after today's news release. So like I said, it might seem minor, but being able to maintain moves like that is a very important dynamic for charts. Like I said, lots can go up and then they go straight back down. So being able to kind of tread water like that before heading back up, nice sign of strength right there. So that is my favorite part. So let's talk about some more areas of support. This level right here, I want to draw, so the purple line is going to disappear, but you can see here, actually let's first assign a value. The level right here at 0013 has been a very prominent level of support, and then when the price did drop below it, you can see acted as resistance a bunch of times, resistance again, and now that the price is above it, you can see has turned back into support and actually matches up perfectly with the 50-day simple moving average. So 0013 is going to be one of those important areas of support. And then the other area of support that chart has right now is down here at 001. You can see multiple times the bears try to push the price and cause it to close down below there, but could never quite do it. So here's another big, obviously, hangout for the bulls down here at 001, and then up here at 0013. But now let's talk about the fun stuff, the resistance levels and potential price areas. So the first one here, and the price did break above it intraday, but it's 0.0018 and closed right at it. So since it didn't close above it, it is still technically a level of resistance. However, I'm going to make this a skinny red line because with continued volume, I don't foresee this putting up much of a fight at all. And I think the bulls will just steamroll right over it. But like I said, technically, since the price didn't close above it, it is still a level of resistance. But I'm certainly going to make that skinny red line like that. As you can see, acted as a support over here. Then when the price did drop below it, resistance, resistance, and then resistance a couple more times right there. But price intraday was able to break above it. So again, it just seems that the strength is building, and that's another sign that the market seemed to have really liked that news release. Now, the other interesting part is the potential for the chart is pretty crazy. And what I mean by that is when you drop this down, which I believe was the high of today, yes. So if you drop this area down right here, this is another area of resistance up there at 002. But after 002, nothing until way up here where you can see acted as resistance a bunch of times, and that's not up until 0025. And when we're talking about a sub-penny stock like this, the percentages add up very quickly. So if this isn't some nice bullish potential and room to run, then I'm not quite sure what is. But all in all, chart is looking good, and what I want to end it on is kind of the cherry on top. You can see the volume has slightly been increasing. Sure, it hasn't been anything monstrous like over here. However, Today's volume bar was definitely bigger than the majority and average over the past few months. So hopefully things are just starting to pick up steam now, and there's going to be some follow through where it can get back above 0.0018, close above it, and then maybe even break above 002, which will send it into what is basically a little miniature blue sky breakout. And then after that resistance, a true blue sky breakout up here. But one step at a time. First, need to just continue to chug along up here like this, but putting in higher lows like this is the name of the game, and FITX has begun to do that. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, again, this was FITX. Thanks for listening.